I'm totally unrehearsed for this, and I have no idea what I'm saying. What's going on, folks? We are here in the trenches of the one and only Brothers Appice. I've been at this so long now, I don't even know what their names are anymore. We're here at Drum Wars. They have a lot of gear to take a look at, so let's go.
Just reach out and touch me. Tell me so. Tell me so, baby.
I think this says it all right here. This is the kit of the man himself. This is Carmine's custom D-drum kit with, you know, if that mic was a little lower, it would look like it was in his mouth. But these are all custom sizes. We're micing them with Beta 52s, courtesy of Shure. 12 and 13 toms. This is actually Carmine's custom Drum Wars snare by MV Custom Drums, a gentleman up here in New Hampshire, or New Hampshire, as it were. Here's a look at his pedals, DW 5000 series. Carmine's vocal mic, I believe, is a regular 58, also courtesy of Shure. These are also Carmine's custom realistic rock Istanbul cymbals. Of course, the famous lampshade. And the drum I'm most impressed by is this D-drum 18 by 18 inch floor tom. It is insane. So we're micing up top with a pair of SM81s. I believe tom mics are SM98s, Shures. I think that's about it. Let's move on to Vinny's kit. Here we are with Vinny's kit. This is the Vinny tank, and the kick drum certainly sounds like a cannon, believe me. 12 and 14 inch rack toms on a solo stand, matching black hardware. Vinny's floor toms are 16 and 18. Vinny has his custom snare, the D-drum Reflex Series snare. Also Vinny with the Istanbul cymbals. I think we're still micing the toms here with SM98s. Kick drum is a Beta 52 inside. You can see Vinny's pedals over here. Vinny's vocal mic is also SM58, SM81 on hi-hat. We also have a very cool device that we're using here for a bunch of different stuff. Samples and some custom patterns that Vinny's programmed here. A Korg wave drum. We're here with Jimmy Caputo, legendary bass player, road manager, tech for the Carmine alumni. Say hi to the folks at home, Jim.
Hi, folks at home. I'm Jimmy.
What kind of amp were you using tonight, Jim?
I was using an acoustic 300 watt amp, a Carvin cabinet with a Altec speaker in it. As far as the basses, I have Fender Jazz Bass with an Ordeer preamp and a Music Man 5-string.
What can you tell us about being on the road with Carmine and Vinny? And
First of all, the fun never stops, and your fingers burn, and you don't sleep much, and your ears are on fire. But otherwise, it is the best time I've had, like, ever.
Do you have any advice for other musicians that are looking to make the foray into being on the road?
Find a roadie, and then you should be set. Get some endorsements, get a roadie, and yeah, you're doing a little better than us over here.
That's right, folks. You heard it here first. Thanks.
I'm Vinny Appice, and this is
Carmine Appice, and we're here, and you're watching
Jimmy.
Cantina on Broadcast TV. Keep rocking and watching, yeah.
That's right.
We're here with our wonderful front of house monitor engineer, Rez. What's going on, Fred?
Much better.
We're here with his amazing Avid venue system and a Meyer rig you have?
A Mario Melody rig.
Very nice. How do you like working with this crazy dual drum kit rig that we have cooking here with Drum Wars?
We get a lot of chances to mix two drummers at once, especially in this genre. and I think it's pretty awesome.
Cool.
Really digging it.
Cool. Very happy that we're all having a good time. How do you like working with Carmine and the boys?
Well, they were here earlier. Let's see, Carmine was here with Vanilla Fudge, and Vinny was here with Guitar Hero Tour or something of that nature. And so, you know, we got tight then, and it's nice to see him back.
Cool. And we're happy to be back.
All right.
Cool, man. Gonna have a good show. We are here in Guitar World, and I cannot tell you how excited it makes me to use this amplifier. This is my Splawn competition, courtesy of Scott and the guys at Splawn. This is probably one of my favorite super high gain amps. I'll take a look at my settings over here. It's pretty gassed up. This is a 50 watt amp, and I'm running it in 3rd gear. And I have it dialed in pretty well. This is my Boogie 212 cabinet. This is a 3/4 back cabinet. It has a quarter open in the back. Miking it with a Sennheiser E609. And then up top, I'm using my trusty Zoom's G2. I'm just using it for the noise suppressor function. So it just keeps everything nice and quiet. And we were going to be doing Superstition, and so I brought the Mighty ZT to power my talk box, but we're not doing it tonight, so I don't have it hooked up, but it's basically here at the ready as a standby amp, so I just got to swap the cables, and should anything happen to this Splawn, I can just switch right over, and it'll be a pretty seamless change. On to guitars. And right here, side stage, looking at the guitar boat, right up front is one of my main guitars. I call this the Jack Strat because I bought this from my buddy Jack many years ago. American Strat. I have a JB in the bridge. It's a really cool sounding guitar. It's super aggressive. And then right behind it, it's tough to see because everything's black, but this is my 92 Les Paul Studio with EMGs. I have Grovers on it, Tone Pros hardware. I'm going over the bridge just for a little change in the tension. And everybody's really happy with the way this guitar sounds. So. Now, this is probably one of the coolest pedal boards I've had. I mean, I'm personally very comfortable with it. It's a little bit different from what you've seen me use before. My SKB pedal board didn't fit in the case, and I basically built this about 2 hours before we left, and it works really well, and it's super quiet. Still using my trusty Vox Wah, but I have a lot of MXR gear because it's awesome. I'm coming out of the Vox into my Polytune, out of the Polytune into the Zac. The Zac is basically just like a little problem solver pedal between the Strat and the Les Paul. The BB preamp I'm basically using as a little bit of a gain boost for a little more saturation. And the flanger and the Eddie phaser, all that stuff is right directly in the front of the amp. And I have the trusty carbon copy in the effects loop, and it's the first time I've actually used that in the effects loop of the amp, and it's really sounding amazing. Foot switch for the competition, and I'm powering everything with a DC brick. So I've been really happy with it, and thank you, MXR.